Your mind is an amazing machine, doing far more than you can imagine. It's your biggest ally, but it can be your biggest enemy, especially when it comes to your finances. I'm Dr. Daniel Crosby, and we're going inside your mind to put you on your best behavior. The humanities have long observed what science is only later able to explain in greater detail. Personal beliefs are hard to extinguish, even in the face of evidence that they're untrue. The 2004 presidential campaign provided an excellent opportunity for brain researchers to study the science of what makes belief so sticky. Researchers began by gathering people who professed to have a well-defined preference for one candidate over the other. Participants were given seemingly contradictory statements, either from President Bush, Senator Kerry, or a third politically neutral public figure. They were also given further information that made the seeming contradiction appear more plausible. They were then asked to determine whether or not the individuals in question had in fact made statements that were inconsistent. During the evaluation and thought process, research participants were monitored inside an MRI machine that allowed the scientists to observe their brain activity. As subjects evaluated seemingly contradictory statements made by their less preferred candidate, the emotional centers of their brains remained inactive. This allowed them to make cold, calculating, rational judgments about these statements. However, as the subjects evaluated the words of their preferred candidate, the emotional centers of their brains became highly aroused. When the results were tallied, there were clear differences in the evaluations. Subjects were very likely to endorse their less preferred candidate as having said something contradictory, and were highly unlikely to say the candidate of their choice had made such a rhetorical error. Simply put, when their guy said something incorrect, their emotions drown it out, but when the other guy said something implausible, they rationally pointed out the fallacious thinking. Hopefully, by now, you're convinced that questioning some of your deeply held assumptions, while difficult, is a worthwhile undertaking. René Descartes, considered by many to be the father of modern philosophy, did something similar when he sought out to question everything he thought he knew, famously arriving at the one thing he could know for certain: I think, therefore I am. The challenge for you today: ask yourself, what are some untruisms I might be holding on to by evaluating them emotionally rather than logically?